What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today we have another Worlds interview, and this time we have Denmark. And if you just want to introduce yourself and where exactly you're from.
So my name is Søren Newman. I'm from Odense. It's in the middle of Denmark, and I live in a small town called Lumby.
It's me now?
No,
Okay.
no, Simon.
Okay.
My turn? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Simon. I live at the same city as Søren in Odense. Almost, like 1 kilometer from Søren in the town Lumby also. So, yep.
Yeah, my name is Niklas Danielsen. I'm also from Odense, but I live in the middle of the town.
Okay, sweet. So I guess the very first question we're going to get into is what exactly got you into Pokemon?
Well, I got into I would say mainstream way. You were a little kid and you saw the Pokemon cards and everybody from your class started playing, and then you want to get into, and then I just got hooked on it.
Okay.
For me, it was like Stefan brought home some Pokemon cards he already told you, and then said, Simon, take a game with me. Like, I don't have any cards. I have some cards from when I was 7 years old. Like, yeah, long ago. Just take some card and play, and then start playing, and yeah, just caught up.
Okay.
Well, I actually just started playing 2 years ago. I got into the game by actually wanting to start playing the VGC. And we had our nationals for that. And while we were there, a guy told me I should start playing the card game as well, because the VGC tournament wasn't due until Sunday, and the main card tournament was Saturday. So I thought, why not? And I simply got hooked from there. Even though I scrubbed really hard, I was playing a Heatran EX deck, the plasma one,
Yeah.
in a meta filled with plasma Curums and Blastoise, so I had no chance in hell to win.
I guess I know, Nicholas, you kind of already answered this, but how many years have you been playing competitively?
I started playing competitively in 2003, where Simon's older brother Stefan got me to a tournament, because he's been trying to force me to tournament for like 1 month, and I only had this starter deck from Power Keepers, and then he said, well, we can make some changes to your deck, and he changed like 4 or 5 cards, and then I placed second at regionals with that deck. So from that day on, I caught up to the game, and I got these 2 booster packs at the age of 7 or 8, and then that just really got me hooked in the game.
I think I started playing right before 2007, just a little, but I started getting really competitive in 2008, and every year since that I've been to Worlds. So, yeah.
Well, even though I just said I've been playing for 2 years, I've been playing competitively for like 1.5 years. The first half year, I was just buying some cards and trying out some decks for fun. And then when Plasma Blast was released, I bought the VG deck because I thought it was a super nice mechanic. And then I showed up to this, I think it was a city championship. And I lost there, but I was kind of bummed out, so I walked over to Simon and asked him if he could help me make the deck better. And he said, why not just show up at my league and we'll figure something out. And from there on, it just went.
Sweet. So I guess you talked about you've been playing for a couple years, everybody. So what has been your favorite tournament so far? Not so much your best performance, but maybe, I don't know, you had a bunch of friends there, or something exciting happened at the event.
My favorite, or the tournament I remember the most was when I just went into seniors. It was in the DP era. I made this Drapion Weezing deck because I saw a lot of people were playing Regigigas level X. So I thought, well, this deck actually counters it. And then I made it to the finals against a Regigigas deck and beat it. And then I just remember that tournament because it really got me into to rogue decks, and I've been trying to put my own touch on every deck in the format since.
This is actually kind of hard, but I think my most memorable tournament was, I think it was from Worlds in Vancouver, where I played Hydreigon. because I played 2 Cresselia EX in my deck, and everybody didn't knew a thing about that Cresselia. So every time I benched it, people took the card, read it like, oh goddamn, I'm screwed. That was the best ever.
Yeah, I think my most memorable tournament was the ECC last year in 2014. It was my first international event, and I was playing Version Genesect, and I remember during the first round, 5 seats to the left and 6 seats to the right, all I saw was Rayquaza Emboar, so I was really sweating in my pants. But I actually managed to go 301 over the first 4 rounds, and I thought, hey, I got this thing going. But then I managed to tie all the rounds after that, so there my adventure ended. But I think the reason why I think it's my most memorable tournament is because it really introduced me to the Pokemon feeling. Everybody's there for the same reason, but even though we're competitors, you can just feel, I mean, most of the people, they're friends, and I really like that.
Alright, sweet. I guess we talked about your favorite tournament, but what has been your best finish so far in Pokemon?
My best finish was Worlds 2011, I think. It was my first Worlds, my last year in seniors. And I placed 17th with a 0.05 resistance from top 16. So I just barely didn't make cut.
I think my best score must have been Worlds in 2012 or 11. Can't remember. I played Reshiram, Typhlosion, Ninetales, and I got 22, or it could have been the tournament, the ECC, but before ECC was Benelux Cup or something.
Yeah.
I placed second there with a SP deck.
Okay.
I think that was the best.
Well, my best placement yet isn't something big and spectacular. I haven't really shown my worth at the international scene quite yet. This is my first year going to Worlds. So I have to say it was a regional this year in Lombu, where I played a Graven deck. And I'd have to say it was quite rogue, because most of the people were playing Yveltal, Night March, Flareon. There was a lot of Flareon because it got the hype due to Orion Craig winning with it in Florida. But I managed to place second, which I was quite happy about. So.
Alright. What'd you end up losing to in the finals?
Version Genesect.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of
It
sense.
was the only Version Genesect in the tournament, and I remember he was playing against one of the Flareon decks, and the only reason why he managed to take it home 2-1 was because in the third game, the guy playing Flareon, he priced all 4 of his Sycamores, and we were there to watch it, so
It was so dumb.
It was really out of this world.
Alright. So what has been your top 3 favorite decks of all time?
Yay.
I think my favorite was the deck I called Ultra Condition.
Yes.
It was from Mysterious Treasures. DP2, we had this Meganium, which had an attack for 1 grass, you did 20, then you had to flip 3 coins. If the first one was hit, your opponent was poisoned. Second, the opponent was burned, and third, the opponent was paralyzed. And I just always hit 3 hits at the first time, and then just only the third coin hit for the rest of the game. I think my number 2 has to be the Drapion deck I talked about earlier, and then my number 3 deck is called Magnetoad. It's a Magnezone Toad deck I played earlier this season. I just made a lot of jokes about it, that it was the best deck in the format. And then the only tournament where I actually played it, I got to top 4 in the cities. So
Okay. The Magnum's one that lets you use
Was a
two
good term.
supporters, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay, I think my favorite deck is my old Exploud deck from Great Encounters. It has this weird attack for 2 colorless that says flip 2 times. If the first one is hit, you give, was it 50 damage
Yeah, 50 to
to
the active.
defending Pokemon, and if you tail, it's 20 to the whole bench. If you hit the second time, your opponent's active is confused. If you tail the second time, your opponent can't play any trainers or stadiums, I think, or something. Yeah, and I played for 2 tournaments and got top 4 and top 2 at regionals with it. And then there was the old SP deck, Luxray Garchomp. I think I played the whole time when it was there. And then I think it must have been the Hydreigon deck with the Cresselia EX in and such.
What? Not Chandelure?
I was thinking about that, but my Shallow, Wild Plume, the Rio deck. Okay. I have a lot of good decks.
It's tied for third.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Since I haven't played in that many formats, I don't have such a broad selection of decks I really like to play. So I think my number 1 is Vrishing Genesect. I really liked the 2014 format. I thought it was really good. It had a lot of opportunities, and the format was not as chaotic as I think it is right now. So I really liked that deck during that time. My second favorite deck has to be the Groudon deck I top with, because it had such a lot of niche techs, like Terrakion and Professor Birch and Silver Mirror. And then my third favorite deck, I think, is the Machamp Holucha deck. I used to take second at a city tournament this year. It was quite similar to the one Puka used to make top cut with. So yeah.
Okay. So it seems like every single one of y'all like to play different rogue decks, which is pretty cool to see. Yeah. I guess the next question is, what is your local scene like? How many players are there? Are they competitive? Are they not so competitive?
Well,
I think our local scene is the most competitive in all of Denmark. I think I don't think I'm saying overestimating it, but I think it's around 80% of us are going to Worlds or something like that.
yeah, I think we have like 22 players in total in the league or something like that who play for real, and then I think we have 14 guys going to Worlds.
Yeah,
So it's
something
just-
about that, yeah.
So
Yeah, and we have Simon and Soren Lau, who was in the top 22 in Europe. So I think that says quite a lot.
Very true. Now, so all y'all stay remotely close together, then, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
Yep.
So I guess the next question, whoever wants to answer it, is how far do you usually have to travel for your regionals?
Oh.
Well, for me, it's for the bigger regionals we have. It's here in Lomby. That's like 200 meters. But the farthest we have to go is like, I think, 80 to 100 kilometers or something, if we have to stay inside Denmark. And I think it's much more than that.
Something around 7 hours to drive or something.
Okay.
Yeah, if we have to go
You
to...
count the ones in France and in Germany.
Yeah. But if we just have to stick in Denmark, then it's like an hour drive or something. So, but a lot of the Danish players who are really competitive, they love to travel to Germany to compete in regionals there.
Okay. Now I know some people take cars, and I heard other people take trains. Which one do you prefer more?
I think we always go by car.
Oh, always go by car. Okay.
Yeah.
The car is the most fun thing to do.
Yeah. We usually go together, so it's quite nice. We listen to
all
for
the Disney
instance,
songs.
Disney songs. Be a Man, I think, is the one we've listened to the most.
Yeah.
Just have a fun road trip with the guys.
Yeah.
That's
My
worth the
friends-
whole trip.
My friends also they always have Disney songs playing. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, all right. I guess we're gonna start talking about worlds here. And how many times have you participated in worlds?
I've participated 3 times. 2011, 2013, and 2014, and then I'll participate this year as well.
Oh, and what was your best finish at worlds?
17th in 2011.
Okay. Simon has to turn around, and look at everything.
Someone just looking at his trophies. Is there a top cut here?
This is my 8th time going to Worlds.
Okay. And what's been your best finish?
Was 22, I think.
Okay.
And then I placed 33rd and 35 and 34. Outside of top cut each time.
Okay.
Well, since this year is my debut, my best finish is staying home and eating crisps.
All right.
Better than whiffing though, or better than bubbling top cut.
Yeah. All right. So I guess what decks do you expect to see at Worlds?
Ooh.
Well, I think there'll be a lot of Manectric and Seismitoad Garbodor. And then some Metal Ray. And maybe some fighting decks of some kind. I think that'll be quite huge.
I'm
pretty sure the...
You can
Yeah,
go.
go, son, go.
Okay.
No, you go.
I'm pretty sure we'll see a decent amount of Manectric as well. And some Toad Garbodors, Toad Bats. And then I'm pretty sure some random guy, maybe a Portuguese, will bring Virgin. And do top cut again.
Yeah, I'll probably say the same as the guys. Some Manectric, Seismitoad, and some jackass will show up with a Night March or something and do well.
Bring home those cheese wins with Night March. God damn.
What about Wailord? Do you think anybody would play that card?
If they think just a little, they don't.
Yeah.
They shouldn't play it.
Everybody
have figured out the tactic.
Yeah, we played 2 games after US Nationals. I played against Nicholas, and 2 minutes in the game, I was like, "Well, you have 100% win record against Wailord if you have like the right cards in the deck, and you don't need to tech for it. You just have to play a normal deck right, and then you win every time."
Yep.
Yeah, I think the Wailord deck it seems kind of the play for the US Nationals. I'll give him that. But now that the gimmick has been exposed, I don't think it's quite as strong as it was at the US Nats. Not at all.
Yeah, I mean it's very true. I mean people know how to play against it now, where at Nationals they really didn't know how. But if you had to pick,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, go.
okay, sorry. If you had to pick one person to win Worlds, who would it be besides yourself? So you can't pick yourself to win.
Damn. I think Chase Maloney would be my pick. He's been proving himself over and over again over the years, so I think it's his time to take home the Masters.
I will say Tord Reckleth from Norway.
Oh, he's mad good, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I think he's so good. He can probably do it, but he's always been so unlucky at Worlds. That's for some weird reason. But he's a really good player, and I think he can do it.
I think my pick for Worlds would be Niklas Leonard Apel. Or Simon. They're tied for winning Worlds. I think Niklas has had a tremendously good season. He made second at the German Nationals and he won the ECC. And he's playing a lot with David Hochman from Germany as well. And they make a really good pair, those two guys. So
We make a better pair.
What?
Simon, I think your
Hey,
brother.
guys.
I think your brother actually picked you to win, Simon. So.
Yeah, I know. And he also asked, he said, hype me. No, I won't.
All right, so he doesn't believe in his brother. Okay, it's very nice. So I
Hey,
guess
he's the guy taking my decks. So why
that is true.
why should I hype him?
That is true. That's exactly what he said. He always plays your decks in this that way. All right. So I guess next question is, what was your ending record CP, and what was the deck that gave you the most points?
I ended at 309, I think. CP. I was a judge for the first half of the season. My first real tournament was ECC. But the deck that got me the most point was the Evoltal deck we made an interview about a few months ago. With the second place at regionals, and then the second place was Magnetoad, giving me about 50 points, 50 points or something.
Oh Jesus. I think I have 1,200 and something CP. Not sure about the rest. Can't remember, sorry. I won nationals, so my Groudon deck gave me like 500. But else, I think, yeah, Donphan, the president, gave me like a 400, I think. And then, yeah, a lot of other decks like Flareon and Seismitoad, whatever.
He didn't whiff a single top cut with Donphan, I think. I think every time he played it, he made top cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good
If
deck.
there's one guy who knows how to play Donphan, it has to be Simon.
Yeah.
I mean, during the ECC this year, he made the call. It was the deck at the tournament. There was so much Verisian Genesect, and there was quite a lot of Manectric as well for some reason. So they kind of took out most of the Evoltal decks, which proved to be a threat against Donphan. So yeah, it was really the deck for the tournament.
That training center.
Yeah.
Yeah, training center. When you saw the face on the VG players, it was glorious. But yeah, I think the deck that got me the most points this year, I think I know, it was Groudon, because I took second with it. I actually got points with quite a lot of different decks. I got with the Seismitoad Slurpuff as well, and then with the Machamp deck. And then I placed second and third at some league challenges with Verisian Genesect. So yeah.
So I guess the next question is, would you like to see Pokemon make any changes to the game in the next season? Could be anything, maybe tournaments, maybe cards, maybe rules.
They're already doing it. They're reprinting the old cards.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like old times now. It's so freaking good. But I really don't. I think the point system is wrong. The CP system. That's the only thing I want to change.
Yeah, I think their intentions were really good, but it didn't turn out quite as I think they expected it to be, because there was quite a lot of scooping, at least in Europe, where people knew they couldn't make the cut for top 22, so they made their friends get the spot. And also a lot of the countries in Europe, they didn't get the travel award for winning the nationals. It was only Italy, Germany, and England. So I think it took away quite a lot of the charm from the nationals, because everybody had something to play for. But this year, in most European countries, all you got were some booster bucks for winning, unless you could manage to get top 22, which I think is a shame. So
Exactly.
I'd like to see.
Coming from. Yeah, go.
I'd like to see the travel award reintroduced to the European countries.
Yeah, we have many persons in Denmark that didn't want to go to nationals because they couldn't win the travel award, and yeah, then we lost many people on the way.
What if they reduced how many people got? Like, it's top 22. What if they brought it down to 15? And they gave whoever got first in every country a free award? You think that'd be fair or no?
Yeah, I think it'll turn for the better. I like how they rewarded for consistent play. It was really nice. But in the end, it turned out wrong.
I've always been against the the first place at nationals is the only one who gets the travel award because you just have to hit the day. I like the idea about a player has to prove over a whole season that he's a good player. And I think the right way to do it would be that the top player from all the small countries in Europe, and then maybe top 2 in Germany, and top 8 or top 16 or something in the US and Canada will get the travel award.
Okay.
Yeah, because we rewarded consistent players, but if you think about it, you can get like 890 points for the whole season before nationals, and yeah, what was the cut this time? 920 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
900. Yeah.
And 900 something. Then you have to do world nationals. So if you bomb at nationals, yeah, you're out.
You have to win everything and then top cut nationals afterwards.
Yeah, that's the thing I think is wrong with the system.
What about this idea? What if they made regionals worth more points than nationals, since you have so many countries participating in regionals, whereas nationals it's only like the certain group of people?
The problem about nationals is that it is nationals and it has to give a lot of points. But
True.
a jump from 150 to 500 is just crazy. It's almost 4 regionals wins in a single tournament. It's
Yeah, because it seems like every European people that I've interviewed all have complained about the point system, so I was just trying to figure out what's the best way to fix it. That's the big question. How do they do that?
I can understand it in US that they don't want to change it because it fits the US player amount really well. Because at a regionals you see like 200, 300 people or something.
Yeah.
And in Denmark we see like 17 maybe. And that's the average. And that's
At a
like,
city
we
championship.
get 150 points. Every competitive Dane gets like 300 points from regionals at least. It's just too easy to get a lot of points in the smaller countries.
Okay.
For sure.
And I guess to wrap things up, do you want to give any shout-outs to anybody?
I'd like to give a shout out to Simon Obro, how to pronounce his name in English, I do not know. But I really discussed deck ideas with him a lot. He's the guy who made me choose all these weird decks, which netted me points. So yeah.
Yeah, I probably have to give a shout out to Stefan. Yeah. But yeah, I talked a lot with him about decks and such, and how to predict the meta game and such. So yeah, I pretty much have to say Stefan, and yeah, Søren and Nicholas, of course.
I'll give a shout out to Tamalatella and tell him that even though he's day 2 and I'm only day 1, I'll still place better than him at Worlds.
Oh god.
And calling him out. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much.
Call them out.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, thank you so much for doing this interview. I really do appreciate it, guys. And hopefully everybody watching enjoyed it, and hopefully you learned something new. But thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day, and see everybody at Worlds, and take care.
See ya.
Yep.
See ya.